Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Wartales, or welcome back to it if you caught my previous coverage from a little while ago. It is a open world mercenary company RPG, where you're running around as, well, a band of mercenaries, fighting bandits, fighting monsters, fighting normal people. You can be a bandit too. We have a group of deserters, or a group of wolves. We're going to attack the wolves that need food. In that case, I could have allied myself with either of them and not really been too much of a problem. Anyway, so Mercenary Company RPG, also obviously tactical RPG, big group fights, and a lot of, turn-based tactical gameplay. It's exactly what I would generally look for in a Mercenary Company RPG, and as of a couple days ago, they just added a Fief DLC, which allows you to actually, do some kingdom management. Just quickly shuffling my dudes around so I can fight these wolves. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of greenhorns here, and I also just have too many. Okay, Jesse, where's Wedge? Wedge is there. We want Wedge to head into this group. Brown is good. Hackert's okay. Where's Rufus is over here. And then there's a random henchman. Yeah, I don't think we have Gilral back here. There we go. I had to rename these characters. Originally, I was naming them after the Final Fantasy VII Avalanche group, but then it started to spiral out of control, and I don't want to name it after the main characters because that'd be weird. Anywho, let's see. So now that I've kind of moved my guys around, we have Wolf. The alphas are definitively, the more dangerous of the group, so I think we're going to just lead in with this character. Let's see. I think I'm going to plonk her here. She's got a shout called Ovation. Gives all nearby allies riposte. Sadly, doesn't actually give her riposte. But still useful. That means if any of these characters get hit, they retaliate with an attack, which is handy. I did put Gilral back here. Do I want to do that? No. Where's Wedge? I'm gonna have Wedge kill the alphas. I guess I kind of ignored the previous alpha, but that one's distracted. I think we might just kill it. Toasted. And we are good. So, yeah, pretty standard combat otherwise. For me, as somebody who absolutely adores Final Fantasy Tactics, this largely does what I want. I think the only thing that I don't vibe with is the aesthetic. I'm going to say I'm kind of picky when it comes to these things. I'm a huge fan of fantasy, sci-fantasy, and sci-fi settings. Medieval Europe, even though it's not actually Europe, it's kind of Europe adjacent. There is some degree of extra stuff. I'd say it's kind of got the same level of fantasy as Plague Tale Innocence, for example. My problem with that as a narrative environment, as a world, is just kind of I don't know. I spent years studying this in history class, and some part of me is just done with it already. Let's park this character behind. I could actually poison these wolves. Oh, they're outside of range. Yeah, I don't want to do that. And they do extra damage from behind. So ambush increases critical chance by an extra 30%. That's pretty good. But I would love to have a more Square Enix, Final Fantasy focused version of a game like this someday. It's not a high priority. It's just one of those where it's oh, but it would be so cool. I was hoping I could do more than this. I can at least run over that wolf. Then I think if I park myself here, I can hit both of them. So this character has a targeting attack. Rather than triggering it immediately, it triggers... Okay. Well, that's fine. It triggers the next time this character gets an action, which I'm going to have to wait until the end of the round to pull that off. And that's entirely fine. So, other thing to note is this game has kind of this little diamond currency. I haven't been using it. It's effectively action points, but for the whole entire team. And so I can use it here to do encouragement, give everybody protection, to give this character specifically the ability to resist the next hit they take, and only take like 30% of the damage from it. There's a lot of different ways to make it work. Okay. I think this will work. I'm gonna come in here, kill the alpha. We get galvanization because our morale is high, and then I'm going to walk out of the way because this raider might actually just hit me. I'm not sure. I've never tested it. And I don't feel like doing it. But so, Valor points, we generate kind of randomly depending on the character. So, this guy, for example, only generates Valor points if they're next to an enemy. At the end of their turn, and are not in combat. Jessie generates Valor every single time she is attacked at all, which is really good. I haven't exactly made the best build choices, to be entirely honest, but that's okay. I'll make it work, and honestly I've been kind of plowing through with just decent stats so far, mostly. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna count. Nope, we're good. Let's see, the demoralized want to flee? Nah. I don't remember if you actually are forced to use a committed attack. Okay, let's go back to Damwin. He's the one that actually has the move that we want. There we go. I don't actually know if we benefit from having them retreat or not. But we get a whole bunch of wolf meat, carcasses, leather, grease, all good crafting materials, and since we didn't, well, since we took a lot of armor damage from a number of these characters, we have to repair their armor, which kind of gets expensive. I'll talk about that in a bit. Wait, can I now fight the outlaws? I am a man with no honor. We just helped them fight the wolves, and here I'm back fighting the dudes. Okay, do they have a... Oh, interesting, their armor remains damaged. Okay, they have a bomber in the center. Which is very good. I think I'm gonna move Barrien in and engage with the bomber. Bombers are kind of artillery archers. I think they have more AoEs. Let's see. I don't know what the reach on this axe is. Yes! We can get both of them. Well, no more artillery archer. And my wolf is going to come in. Yeah, the reason why I want to fight as many people as possible is just the sheer amount of like loot and equipment. I actually don't want to roll hacker. I usually prefer to run in with my more like heavily armored big bruisers than anything else. Fortunately, all of these enemies have plunked themselves in the middle of a mud patch, which makes this a little tougher. But only a little. Yeah, so whenever this meter fills in to this, all of my units gain 50% more damage, and if it gets up to this point, all my opponents retreat. Which is extremely good. Let's see, nothing else. Okay, do we have Rufus roll in? We could. What else do we have? Gilroll. Fortunately, I don't think Gilroll is particularly amazing. I'd picked up a bunch of new characters right before recording this video, and a number of them aren't particularly well equipped. But it's fine. And normally I start fresh with these videos, you know, right from the very get-go, and do it full first impressions, but I've actually been playing this casually on my own for fun. And also, the Fief DLC, which was added, takes a while to actually get up to. You have to be level 5 to even be able to do it. There's like a bandit camp that you have to clear out. And I'd actually recorded that video and then had no audio, and the game is fully voice acted, and I don't know, didn't feel like re-recording all of the dialogue. And also, it's actually really hard to do Fief management early. There we go. The initial tutorial gives you some resources to get it set up, but that's it. And so you can spend like half an hour getting things even rolling in the first place. And so I figured, This actually gives me a little bit more gameplay, question mark. Okay. And turn. Then I guess we're just going to roll this character in. I really want to get some archers, but unfortunately have not been so blessed. Is there a way that I can hit this guy? There we go. And yeah, we'll let him flee. I think it's just one guy. We got a throwing axe from that. A throwing axe. Okay, I'm a little indignant on that one. Okay. What else do we got around here? Ah, this. So I'm going to park myself outside this dungeon, and then I'm going to look at a couple of things. Namely, I'm going to poke in my kingdom for a bit. We'll figure it out. I had a pony. I was like, hey, you can bring ponies into battle. Let's see how it goes. And it picked a fight with a boss and just got absolutely slammed to death. And like this wolf here, you can get animal companions. They just sit in your party. You don't have to pay them, which is actually really nice. But you also cannot, like, equip them in any meaningful way. I think I can put, like, saddlebags on the wolf, maybe. I can appoint this as my lieutenant. What does that do? Can I have Lieutenant Dog? Oh my gosh. Do I want to? I have no idea. Okay. Let's see. So that's the camp screen. I'll look at that in a second. This is the fief management. If you notice, we are currently running a bit of a trade deficit. My people aren't happy. The problem is there's no way to stop people from joining. Wait, hold up. I only have 45 dwellings. How am I getting more population? Uh-oh. Ooh. Relationship with Kingdom of Edron has deteriorated. Yeah, it's because I sent out a guy to do some light banditry in Edron to give me some money. Oops. Let's see. Can I send anybody else? I think this is actually a dagger. Oh, here we go. Escort a caravan from Harag Kingdom. Let's go back to the caravan. Oh, troop must be physically present to access this. Oh, that's unfortunate. So I guess what I'm going to want to do is probably go back and actually put some of my characters in here, because I want to do this mission. Anything that gives me positive gain as opposed to negative is probably good. Anyway, since I don't have any other options, I'm just going to send Biggs back out to do some more light banditry, because yeah, we desperately need money for this kingdom. I could also send up mercenaries. Oh no, that is just the mercenary I'm sending. That's fine. Because yeah, he will get us money so we can actually do some more stuff. I could also recruit characters, so if I wanted to, I could actually recruit an archer, which is very good. Or another brute. Oh, he is using a club. For a second, I thought he had a big sword. And then another ranger. Rangers are not, in fact, archers. Okay, so I will have to head over to my fief to move some units around, because I think I might put the greenhorns in here. I don't know if it matters what their like stats and abilities are. But now that I have a little bit of money, let's solve my financial crisis. So right now we are low on trade goods and low on knowledge, both of which is kind of rough. So we're going to, I guess might as well mention, so this is the kingdom building section. It's kind of slow to grow, but we have kind of different districts. So we have the dungeon district, which has my throne room, the inn, an apothecary's office, a forge, and a prison. And I don't remember what the prison is for. I don't think I can do anything with it yet. Supposedly it has five dwellings in it, which is a little dark, but whatever. But each of these will give me production up here, which I can use to, I mean, mostly grow the kingdom. I'm assuming eventually I get to actually reap rewards out of this beyond just feeding back in. But still. But I built a merchant district. It gets a 25% bonus to all food produced in the district, which is good. So we actually want to build probably another farm. So we can actually see what we can produce here. Normally, the answer is food, which is what we need. For some reason, like apples and cabbages aren't getting boosted here, whereas wheat is getting a boost and brandy is getting a boost, which would solve my knowledge and trade goods. And then eventually, once I can get a district that, like another district that provides these things as well, I could switch them over there. Because yeah, I could build another apothecary's office, but that's not going to benefit me. I could build a wooden statuette, or not a wooden statuette, a Church of Light. Oh, which we might actually want to do. So the problem is, yeah, I have 3 rests to build a Church of the Light. And that'll give me some happiness for a couple of rests, give me some believers. So I might actually want to build this Church of the Light to complete that quest. Because I think the rest of these aren't going to benefit me nearly as much. Caravan travel posts would actually be kind of useful. But later. For now, yeah, let's fulfill the quest. Build that church. Okay, and we can manage it to produce something. I'm going to do wooden statuettes. It doesn't solve all of my problems, but it gets them closer. And yeah, I can deconstruct it and reconstruct it later. Okay, so did I actually complete it? If I go into the throne room, is the quest giver still here? No. Alright, so maybe it's just already taken into account. So the next thing to think about is, yeah, I gotta lower my taxes again. We want to keep this unhappiness from sinking too much. Ideally, we want to get knowledge and trade goods above those limitations, but yeah, currently we're just not producing enough, even if we wanted to. And the problem is, as my population grows, we our needs go up, which gets dire. Oh well, we'll make it work. And the thing is, if like your people are too unhappy, it's not actually a problem, as they will just you will just start losing population for a little while. It's not like they revolt on you. And so losing some population maybe isn't so bad in that area, considering it's a lot of people that want and not a lot of people that provide. I'm a terrible leader. Anyway, we're going to let that run for a bit just because there's not much else to do. Inventory is painfully full. Unfortunately, I left my craftsman back at the previous location. This is the talent system. So whenever this fills out, I can get a trait, but I don't want to grab any of these because we want to save up for some of the better ones. But they cost 3 knowledge, so that's going to take some effort. Anyway, I've got a dungeon I can go look at. So let's go take a look at a dungeon real quick. Oh. Or do we want to see if... Oh, we might actually have some good armor to put on my guys. Let's see. I'm just going to take a look at a couple of them. So reinforced plate armor, it's not that amazing. So this is just a big bonus. So we're going to slap that on them. We also have belts, critical hit, whetstone skill. Willpower, willpower. We don't actually need willpower on this character. Let's see. It's Wedge God. Also willpower. You want to get willpower up to 15 because it lets them resist dying once. Which is quite useful. Okay, Gill Roll. I don't think we have another shield for them. Can they equip this? No, cannot equip heavy armor. And their willpower is by default already high enough. There might not be too many things I can interact with. What about Damwen? Can you equip heavy armor? Cannot. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, so we might not be able to do too much. Oh, I can put a helmet on them. Sure, let's do that. I'll have to mess around more, but I think that's kind of the sum total of what I got. Oh, no, I have the one crit, the stiletto belt buckle. Where is my other thief? Yeah, because it's not Gill Roll. Oh, one of my ponies is leveled up. I can appoint my pony, one of my ponies as a lieutenant. That's amazing. I guess I'm going to do strength. I don't know if there's a use at putting points into that character. Tackard is one of my 2 stabbers. Oh, it's cavalry right here. So they are they are a poisoner. Oh, in that case. But they just have a rusty shiv. Do we have something better? We do. We have a ringleader's dagger. Some throwing daggers that are poisoned. And I guess no reason for me to give them the stiletto after all. Let's take a look at Jesse. Jesse's got a willpower 1 that is currently not making too much of a difference. Let's throw the crit on them. I guess collective willpower is good. The higher my overall willpower, the more morale I have. Let's do hacker. There we go. Okay, so we've divvied out at least a decent amount of our equipment going into this one. We should have an easier time. I guess I'll give them the poison dagger as well. Oh. Greenish poison dips from the knife's blade. Okay, so that's an off-handed weapon. So in that case, this is cavalry. Can they equip a poison? Sure. Yeah, because if they don't have a shield, I might as well have them use an off-handed weapon. I think that's all of it. I'll have to play around with some of these. I thought, oh, uses left 2. Uses left 1. Or, but that's it stacks? I don't know, we'll figure it out. Okay, for now, let's go check out this dungeon, which might actually have undead in it or something. You need torches. Oh. I have not been stacking those, so never mind, this dungeon is for later. We could head down here for a DLC, but I have a mission to bring a message to Cordia. So we gotta go pass through that checkpoint over there, so I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Looks like we also maybe have some more victims to hunt down in the woods. Technically, if you make rope, you can actually start capturing people and then selling, like, bringing them to prison. That would actually be lucrative and worth my time. But, like I said, I left my craftsman behind. Oops. Okay, so where are all my enemies? Hacker, Wolf. Okay, so they're just these guys here. This is kind of good, bad. Because that means so many of my characters are stuck in the mud pits. In a way that is going to make it difficult to retrieve them. Cavalry, definitely not. Where's Wedge? Wedge is up in front. Let's see, is this more or less everybody? Yeah. So who do we want to lead with? I don't know, I always struggle with this part a little bit, because the characters that we want to truly lead with aren't convenient. So they don't have a single, oh no, they do have a bomber. The bomber's going first. I guess let's distract him at the very least. We don't actually need to kill him on the first round. As soon as you engage in archer and melee combat, they become very worthless. They largely just punch you for like 2 damage, which makes for a much easier time. Wait on that one. Who's next? So the bomber followed by the saboteur. Yeah, let's go in and smack the saboteur from behind. So if I do encouragement, I can give these 3 characters protection. Yeah, sure. They're going to be the ones taking the most amount of damage right now anyway. Bomber goes for a punch. Alright. Now do we want to run Jesse in? I think so. Hopefully this gives me enough range. So if I do galvanize troops, not enough range, but whatever, I'm going to do it. That gives me 2 extra valor points. I can only use it once per battle, but it's still useful. Then we're going to do riposte. Prep some counterattacks. I don't need to rush to kill any of these guys. Shame riposte doesn't trigger multiple times. That would be honestly amazing. Okay, where's Rufus? So Rufus benefits from having multiple adjacent allies. I guess we don't have too many of those. Rufus also gives everybody a 50% damage boost, which really makes me wish I could lead with Rufus, but Rufus also generates valor points from standing next to allies. So he's better to lead with kind of on subsequent rounds, kind of. Yeah, riposte gets extremely good. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Hacker can probably take a hit. The Raider is a little bit of a jerk. I'll poison both of them. So we do have an ability, Smokescreen, which will disengage. I can effectively make this guy stop being in direct melee combat with Wedge, which will trigger a... it'll trigger a counterattack from Wedge for doing so. I don't think I'm going to bother, though. And I could also dash out of the way, but I think I'm just going to leave Hacker here. Unfortunately, I'm capped out on Valor points. Other benefit of Rufus, Rufus specifically counterattacks any enemy that attacks a ally that is that they're adjacent to. So if he was standing next to 5 allies and each of those 5 allies got hit in a single turn, Rufus would 100% just stab each and every one of those characters for like 10 damage, but it's still very good, especially when it doesn't use any Valor points or, you know, actions or anything like that. And yeah, there's no limit to how many actions a character can take. Let's see, so I do have Relentless Charge. You know, I'm actually going to do that. We have plenty of points. And I'm just going to prep this. Because I think the round's about to end. It's just this singular Raider who is going to leave. You jerk. Oh, it's okay. Oh, they really don't like Wedge. Okay, so with Wedge, I can do this. Yeah, sure. Boop. We can hit that guy. And then we can just safely get out of the way because... Oops. Trait unlocked, Resilient. Let's see. Take him out. Yeah, we're good. And the last one wants to flee. I'll let him go. I don't know if you get extra loot for doing so. Okay. We're just gonna... yeah, I don't know if you get extra loot if they retreat. I know other games have said... have, like, specifically have it coded that it's like, no, even if they retreat, you still get all their stuff. I wish you could actually get them to surrender. Maybe you can, you just need enough rope. That'd be lovely. Demoralize them so hard they just give themselves over to you, and then you can just go turn them into prison for a bunch of money. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I've kind of tapped out the central region pretty hard. There's like a rat infestation and maybe some other things I could go interact with. But I think I'm going to go check out a different region for the moment. And see what I can get access to. Because my stomping grounds have started to feel a little cramped lately. Oh, and we're going into well, alright. So, Eteron is specifically under, like, a civil war at the moment, and so I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
We are to let the farmers seek refuge in Tiltron. General's orders.
I'm waiting for other caravans. When passing through a warring country, it's best to do so in a large group. It discourages bandits, and you can all pitch in to pay mercenaries.
So it looks like I could buy trade goods from here, which actually could be useful. So I could sell all of this stuff, but I don't want to yet. Oh, right. I want to talk to this guy.
People are fleeing Artes, and you're going there.
So I don't have a border pass, but how do I get border pass? Oh, apparently you only have to pay once. I was afraid.
Very well. At your own risk. The border is open to you in both directions, you know. Should you regret your boldness, you can return to Tiltron without paying.
Yeah, so it's a little expensive, but it's not a problem, so we can move to the next region. I know that if I kept going a little bit longer, we could actually, like, if we finish the story in that first region, we would be able to, let's see. I should probably make some bread. If I finish the story in the main region, I'd be able to get some more stuff. Oh, let's close out of this for a hot second. I'd be able to get the border privileges. But I don't need it right now. Instead, we're just going to make a bunch of wolf sausages. Could make bread, but I'm going to leave that for when I'm out of other foodstuffs. Let's see. So let's throw in some sausages. Yeah, I like eating the carcasses because they're expensive and don't benefit me much. And then 1 piece of dried meat. Should be good. Alright, troop is well rested, we get more valor points, and faithful are thrilled the church has been built in your fief. So that's going to give us some bonuses. So let's talk to Wedge. What's he got? What a glorious battle it was. I truly went above and beyond. If I keep this up, I'll be able to hire my own troops soon. So we don't need that. This is good. And some experience is also good. I'm going to go with a relationship with the whole troop. Because I think that's kind of useful. Yeah, so... Oh, interesting. When best friends are in close proximity, they're stronger in battle and happier at camp. They love Destructicato. Of course everybody would love Destructicato. Not Pony. We should rename this Pony. What's its name? Abomination. There we go. It is so tempting to appoint one of my wolves to the lieutenant. Wedge is currently a lieutenant. I don't know what that does. Oh, right. It gives you can do like give orders, which is quite good. Jesse being captain gets the biggest boost. They can specifically do the galvanized troops effect. Okay, well, let's take a look at my kingdom, my fief. So happiness is actually doing fine. It's at least currently sitting standard. These have gone up a little bit. Hopefully we don't get more people. Okay, good. So it looks like at the moment, unhappiness is currently going to remain even. Okay, we have one option. So I can't do this because I don't have the people for it. But I could potentially do this. So let's take a look. We have a pugilist, which I haven't recruited yet. Ah, the archer is gone. Dang. Yeah, so it looks like it cycles every rest. I was thinking I could actually hire an archer and send them out to do some light banditry. And that might work as well. So, kind of barring nothing, there's not much I can do. The next thing I could maybe do is upgrade my throne room. That's how we can get access to another region. And that would also let me upgrade the other zones, which probably is the way to go. But unfortunately, I'm going to need more money before I can do that. Unfortunately, the fief management is a little slow. But so be it. Let's check out this new region. I don't think I need to go long. I mostly just want to finish this quest to get some money and free up the quest slot. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to pay wages soon. Maybe? No? I don't know. Okay, right. The other thing to note is that we have random resources to grab in the environment. And we very much need it because crafting stuff saves you a lot of effort. There's so much. I know there's more up here, but I don't actually have an alchemist yet. Huh. Wolf hut. Alright. Sarah's sheepfold, but it's got wolves? Oh. Yeah, it's just got a bunch of level 5 wolves on it. Alright, that should be fine. Wolves are kind of dangerous, but manageable. Okay, so there's... I'm sorry. This is very silly. I've got my, like, half my team here surrounding exactly one wolf. And then I've got Damwin fighting all of the other ones. Oh. And I guess Jesse and Calorie over there. Okay, so we need to switch this up. Where's Wedge? There's Wedge. Because Wedge can fight 2 wolves on his own. Marianne should move up in here. Rufus, definitely down here. Hacker. I think I'm going to move Hacker over here. There we go. These two should be able to handle one wolf on their own. These guys hopefully will do well. Where's Jesse? We're going to put Jesse in the center. Do we put Jesse in the center? No, I'm actually going to put Barrienne in the center and lead with her, because we can start with encouragement. We're just out of range. We're going to move up. There it is. So this just gives us some protection so that we don't have to worry about these doing that much damage to me. And then I'm going to move here and hit this alpha. And then end turn, because yeah, we get free deflection. They're going to go up like that wolf. Yeah, so these two should be fine. I don't actually know if my pet wolf is sufficient on its own. And we do have a rampage. We might kill it. Yeah. Better to take an enemy out, if possible. Yeah, so Barrienne is by and far my most tanky character. Highest armor, highest guard. Makes her pretty effective at fighting things. Okay. I'm gonna hit this wolf. I think we're gonna have Jesse come in from behind. And do an AoE. When I get my next turn. Interesting, it's 2 and 2 here. I'm honestly fine with that. Oh, and they're just going for Jesse directly. Alright. Well, we want to get Jesse up in here. Put her here. So we have surrounded. If I move one more, we might be okay, but let's start with riposte. Move up one more. There. Didn't quite get the kill, but that's fine. And we can then regenerate all of our Valor points. So, do we want to roll Damwin? We don't, actually. We want Damwin later. Do a Devious Whirlwind. Then I'm going to poison these 3 wolves. Now, Cavalry specifically ends their turn next to an ally not engaging in combat. We actually want to be back over here, because that will get us another Valor point. And also, we want them to be hitting Jessie. She's a little tougher, has a lot more armor, and we get a Valor point every time she gets hit, even if that's not actually particularly meaningful here. Because we're, as far as I know, completely maxed on Valor. Yeah, we really want Rufus to kind of be in a position where he can get a lot of free hits in. Okay, who else do I have? As we haven't actually rolled in with these guys, so let's plonk Wedge here. See if he's got the range. No, he does not. Okay. Well, we can have Wedge go on a killing spree. Or at least take one out easy. And yeah, there's no real reason to hoard Valor points from my experience. It's like mildly useful, but not really worth the time or effort. Okay, so now that these guys have lined up for me, we can now do Relentless Charge to just run a train on them. And then prep that. And since they're both focused hopefully on Jesse, on the next turn, Jesse can, or they can just lead. I do Smokescreen actually. That's going to disengage Wedge and take the wolf out. Perfect. Alright, let's go back over here, finish these 2 off. No. It's literally 1 left. Now this might get him poisoned. It did. So be it. Yeah, here we want to absolutely make sure we get the final kill. Because wolf meat sausages has been feeding my troop for pretty much my entire playthrough. And I want as much as I can snag. Oh, sheep. Talk to sheep. The sheep is only skin and bones. The sheep is shaking quite a bit. You're not entirely sure if it's edible. I wonder if I can get a rope and bring it with me. Hey, if you like Skyrim lockpicking. Honestly, I'm fine with it. I think Skyrim lockpicking is boring, but fine. I don't know if I can take this sheep with me. I'm not going to kill him. I don't need it. Yeah, maybe if I make some rope, I'll be able to come back and grab them. Well, considering the area's in a civil war, yeah, you have a lot of bandits that are fighting refugees. Fight them? No. So this is... Ooh, this is going to be a big group. Level 7, which is higher than what I've got. I'm gonna save. I haven't had any casualties yet, and I really, really don't want to. This area is probably not where I'm meant to go next. However, if I can pull this off, we're in a very good spot. Because the higher the level of the enemies, the better the loot they drop. Okay, they have looting experience. So, oof. I honestly don't think I'm actually... Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to... I might be able to with the right cheese, but they have like double most of my units' health. And yeah, I'm like woefully under-equipped. Help us. Brave Sir Wander bravely ran away. Okay. I guess in retrospect, here, I'm gonna be silly. I'm gonna reload. I'm just gonna go around them. Yeah, because the other thing is that group was getting reinforcements, probably from the camp over to the right. And that was just going to overwhelm me. So I think we're just here, play messenger. We're going to go find a town, grab a couple of resources since they're here and available. But if I can find a town, we can also get a fast travel point. I think this looks like the town I need to get to anyway. Cordia. Perfect. So in Cordia, if we go to somewhere, yeah, it should be here. Oh, we're paused. I guess I'm just going to look at every single NPC. Somebody's going to have something.
This church is dedicated to Saint Septimus, the seventh son of Jeru, our guide and founder of the Faith of the Light. Jeru and all the other saints are hallowed individuals, but they are only human. The only divine being, the eternal one who will welcome us at death's door, is the all-seeing eye.
I do appreciate that this isn't just set in, like, actual medieval Europe, that there is enough background lore here for me to latch onto. I just wish it had some sorcery, magic, and whatnot.
I do not believe in Lord Vanalis's so-called vision for 1 second. Jeru came to him in a dream. How very providential. Everyone knows his mother has always dreamt of becoming a countess.
Okay, so I don't think any of these characters are who I'm looking for. Maybe we just go to the inn. Yep. Informant.
You seem lost. Are you in need of any particular information about Artes? Are you looking to take on jobs the emissary wouldn't dare post?
Inform. Informant snatched the letter as soon as it was on the table. I hope he didn't open it. Okay, so the informant, I can actually buy some quests.
Are you in need of any particular information? Promising, isn't it? Is there anything else? Promising, isn't it? Promising, isn't it?
Yeah, so these are, I think, the main quests for the area. We've got a little meter up here that deals with the civil war going on. Let's see. These are recruitable characters. None of them have what I'm looking for, though. And let's take a look at this character.
For work? Here is your reward.
Oh, so I can collect my bounty at a range. Well, that's useful. So we also have a number of other quests in the area, which, yeah, I could do. Fight a gang, Tomb of Ancients in the area, another rat infestation. I might be up for doing some of these, but I think I'm gonna leave for now. What I want to look for is market in... Uh-oh. Some of these places let you do a fast travel, but I guess not here. Okay.
There were 2 of us working here until Count Lahart enlisted my cousin in his army. I haven't heard from Clay since.
I think he specifically is actually in the other region. He was a, like, runaway, and you could put him to work at another smithy. I feel like that should be a quest in and of itself. Okay, so the other thing is, oh yeah, just apothecary clinic. So we don't have the ability to travel, or fast travel from here.
Usually I'm only allowed to tend to the animals, but don't let that worry you. Man and beast are not that different.
I'm gonna stock up on a couple of things. Buy those. Okay. Yeah, those recipes are extremely valuable. Oh, here's the market.
Oh, don't believe a word she says. She probably came across a band of deserters. They've been running rampant in these parts since the beginning of the war.
May the all-seeing eye strike me down if I lie. I saw him, I swear. 3 days ago, I was collecting firewood with my husband when the hunter's ghost attacked us. We managed to flee to the mountains, but it was a very close call.
Okay.
The war drags on, and Lahart and Vernalis requisition anything they come across. I barely have anything left to sell, let alone eat.
We're going to buy the heck out of her extra stuff.
My meat is quite pungent, I admit, but I can assure you it is still perfectly edible.
That's actually a lot of salt. Oh well. Probably worth carrying a bunch around. I might need another pony at some point. Okay, so while I could do some stuff here, this area is just a little bit above my pay grade, so I think I'm going to head back. We've completed our 1 informant quest. We have a couple of missions here. Yeah, so these are 2 more DLC missions that I could do. But I think I'm going to just leave it. Let's see what the merchants here have. Or never mind, we've run past them. Also got some more bandits up there that I could go fight, but with half of my troop kind of insufficiently ready for combat, I think I might just leave it.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
Hunting trophy. Huh. Let's see. We actually do benefit from buying wood. I have a woodcutter, but that's it. They haven't been getting me as much as I kind of need, because I got them late. We don't want to spend too much more than we already have, because I do need to pay wages, and, you know, the money doesn't always come in. Okay, so let's leave the region. Did we... Oh, I see, we can just zoom through. We don't actually have to stop at the border crossing. I do wonder what the last quest in the area is. Oh, explore the region, purchase something from the informant. So maybe that's what I gotta do. Let's head back to the main town of the region, see if they give us a quest. I want to see if I can fast travel over to my fief so I can interact with it. Let's see, I don't think there's anything for me to manage. It's just throw on the wolf sausages. Mushroom. One less. Everybody's wages, and we're good. Okay. So we are going to have to look at my kingdom. Oh, Hackett wants to do something. So we can get some more valor points and some influence. Or chat about adventures on the road. Why are some of these options like endure bad? Like, why would I ever pick that? I don't know. Maybe there's a benefit for it. Okay, so we are no longer providing sufficient defense because, yeah, once again, don't have enough people. All right. They're not pulling in much of anything anyway, so we're just going to wipe that out. We're actually super close. We just need a little bit more trade good knowledge. And then we're good. So if I take a look at Fief management, we get nothing, but we lose nothing. We currently have tax to the people going on, which hurts happiness a little bit, but does give us a lot of Fief currency, which has been quite good. Oh, I see. So it only happens once, and then people are unhappy for a little bit. I think I'm actually better off going with tax to the people than actually setting taxes. Maybe. Okay, we have something here. We have an available petition.
There are children among your subjects, some with promising minds. Let us not waste their potential by leaving them to chase chickens all day. Entrust them to me, and I shall educate them to raise them into enlightened adults.
Well, considering we need knowledge, sure.
This place is a real cesspool. Yes, it's the only word for it, my lords. What else can you call a city where thieves help themselves from the market stalls in broad daylight? Or rob our customers right up to the throne room door. You must protect our goods, or the merchants will leave to trade elsewhere.
So, we might as well spend the Fief currency. Gives me a little bit of militarism alignment, gets me some more defense. Okay, I think that's kind of good enough, and good. Happiness is going to go back up for a little while. Let's see. And none of these... Yeah, this is the pugilist and everything, so we're just going to leave that. One thing we might honestly want to do is actually leave some people behind. I don't know. It's tough. Because I need enough people in my troop to cover every single basic trade. Without that, we're actually hamstrung a little bit. Not having a craftsman has meant that I'm not generating raw materials for repairs every time I rest. And I also can't build anything, which has actually been real rough. Okay. Let's see. I was going to take a look at the 3 Feast Inn. Let's see if we have any easy quests over here. There may also be some people looking for
work. Our role as emissaries.
Okay. So that's an informant up north in the other direction. So we have a rat infestation. I guess I can do this. And we can go after the gangs. I'm going to cancel this mission. I'm not going up there anytime soon. Yeah, do I have woolen cloth? I just have cloth. I don't think I have much for woolen cloth at all. Okay. So this is the informant. Does that mean we have one more?
Information for you.
Nope. Okay. So let's see if there's anybody to recruit. Oh, there's a pugilist.
As long as I eat my fill.
What's he? Nimble and heavy sleeper. Sure. Kind of expensive. Hold up. We'll snag that. So that reduces the cost of recruiting them by a smidge. Okay, so if I go camp, take a look. So we have the pugilist. So what professions are currently not covered? I guess something that uses dexterity. So I don't have an alchemist. actually would be good. I don't have a brewer. I'm a little annoyed that an alchemist can't be a brewer. I feel like those two would be the same. Like, you could probably mix the two of those. So, yeah. So I don't have an angler. I don't have an alchemist. I have a tinker, but he's back home. And I don't have whatever this profession is. So, yeah. Let's make him an alchemist. This guy's going to stay in the party. So every time this unit engages in combat, ends their turn next to an enemy not engaged in combat every time they get a kill. Well, let's go for the double willpower. And a bunch of movement. There we go. Not the best, but I'll take it. I'm going to go with Valorous Audacity. So, I've not looked at this before. So, Slayer. Arterial Precision. 5-8 damage to the target. Implies bleeding. Attack stance applies poison. Defense stance corrosion. So that's kind of good. Skullbreaker. Damage to the target ignores guard. Or takedown. I kind of like Slayer. Oh, means they'd be stuck with light armor. Might still be worth it, though. Okay, so close out of that. So I should have a guitar, which is better than the one he's had. We have some Deserters Brigandine. No, Outlaw's Tabard, but it's terrible. And some plate armor. Yeah, so we don't have many good things for this guy, unfortunately. So this is the reason why I don't want to go into any, like, big fights for a little while. I am not sending my best. I don't even remotely have close to my best at the moment. Okay. So, let's go Town Hall, that tavern. Wait. Is there, like, a travel plaza kind of thing? This is Tiltron, right? Yeah. What? There used to be a location here that would let you fast travel. But it's just not here anymore. That's different. Yeah, because I don't think I have anything else to do in this area. Huh.
You have your work cut out for you.
I feel like I've missed a quest step here. There's one more. Explore the region, purchase information from the informant. Well, we don't have either of those. So, yeah, whatever the, like, fast travel-y thing that was in this area is
You can
poof.
use my anvil.
Well, we're just
I
gonna
can
pick that
also
up for the
repair
time
your
being.
armor.
If I need some money, I could actually sell stuff like the farmer's rags. Just don't want to. We're just gonna depart. Let's, Wait. No, we want to go this direction. Let's go get those 2 missions done and then head back to my fief. Yeah, hopefully we get the ability to fast travel at some point, as that will make traversing the world considerably easier on me. Just because, I don't know, I like the walking around. I'm glad that I can do double time. I can sprint. But the world is vast and it's only going to get bigger. Alright, there's group 1. I guess I should probably go turn in this bounty before. Come on, there we go. This is going to be laughable. Move Silbert up, Barrian, Hacker. What is with this lineup? Yeah, some of these characters are just like off in the sticks. Damn win. Where's Jesse? I know, I think I'm just gonna run in with Jesse. Actually, no. Better to lead with Wedge. Because Wedge can, for sure, take 2 of them out in one go. And I'm going to park myself next to this guy. Well, do we want to try Silbert? Yeah. I don't even know. Goes into defensive stance. Punch him the rest of the way. Okay, Pugilist seems like a pretty good DPS. Maybe not the most durable, but I mean, I guess we don't need to be durable. I do need to leave this region kind of soon. Like, I have some characters that definitely still need some training. But a lot of my, like, really good characters are starting to overlevel and kind of skunk this game. Okay, Rufus. It's just this guy. Oh, it's because it's the boss. Oh, never mind. Rufus gained the glorious trait. I really like the trait system. Chance to generate a valor point at the end of their turn. Okay, yeah, some of the traits are good. Get that. Didn't even take any damage, unsurprisingly. Did I pull anything up? Maybe. Seems like we've completed something here. Versatile craftsman. Unprincipled. Okay, we get a mastery point. So there's another talent system. It's this one. So these are challenges, achievements that you can complete, and they give you different bonuses. So longer run duration, which is kind of good. Animals have reduced aggression. Troop eats less food, which is kind of nice. Purchase price from the Trackers Guild. Purging Rat's Nest gives influence. Cost for upgrading legendary weapons reduced, or torches last longer and light up a larger area. I'm actually going to go for that one, because I was hoping to do a dungeon crawl, but I'm not carrying torches with me. Okay, I think it might be this guy over here for my other bounty. Yeah, this looks like it.
Victory was ours. We were this close to winning the Roost tournament, but those blasted craftsmen cheated. They should consider themselves lucky we didn't kill them all before we left. These crowns are ours. If they want them back, they'll have to pry them from our cold, dead fingers.
This is a group of sore losers. All right. Where's Wedge? Once again, stuck in the pits. Hired killer, Dewer. We're gonna roll Wedge in. Oops. Considering Dewer's their leader and likely the reason why their morale is high. If I can kill him, no, we didn't get the kill. If I can kill him, the rest of this gets very easy. I probably should have led with somebody else, though. I want to roll Rufus. Unfortunately, a lot of these characters are too far away. Okay, let's do Damwin. Being sloppy because it's easy. There's the galvanization. Let's see. Yeah, because... Oh, you know what I should have done? A lot of things. There we go. Yeah, what I should have done was actually looked at the turn order. Ooh. Get a big gray sword. That's useful. We're not going to repair our armor. We don't actually need to do that. Alright. So I guess at this point we're going to hustle back to town and then I'm going to head for my Fief. And that should be a good spot and we can actually do some management. I think we're definitely going to need to camp. But that's okay. Ooh. Or we get another random fight before we go in. So every once in a while you notice this like fog patch come up. There's like weird pseudo undead animals that show up in these spots. And they drop rare crafting ingredients that we want. Okay. Once again, where are my characters? Okay, Wedge is there. Where's Jesse? Jesse's in the back. I like to do this for some reason. Just spread my characters out super hard. Do want to stay away from the lightning, probably. Okay. Wait, where did I put Wedge? Wedge is here. I don't think Wedge is going to be able to get 2 hits in here. Oh, no, there we go. That. Yeah, so it doesn't look like this group can get galvanization. There's no morale bonus. But that's okay. Right, Jesse gets a bonus to their first hit every fight. There we go, that's nice and easy. You might notice I'm collecting these pristine fangs. They're used for a specific merchant that we don't have access to. Or, well, we do, it's just elsewhere. Run duration up, and these require War Pony. Well, I guess we're picking Tireless and Constitution. The strength doesn't affect carrying capacity, it's all Constitution. Tree Stump. Oh, you're not it. Where's my woodcutter? Here it is. So I'm actually going to toss them all in the tent for the time being. The campfire gives us happiness, the tent gives us more valor points. It's just a pile of people in there. And seeing as I have a whole mess of wolf sausage, we might as well make all of them. And some grilled pork. Somewhere along the way I picked up some pork. At some point I'll have to start looking into some of these. The problem is I need milk, don't know where to get that, and need to get honey. Also don't know where to get that. Right, there we go. And one of my characters is vegetarian. I forget who. It amuses me. Oh, and we produce some resin. Really not that good. Oh, I should have been eating these carcasses, damn it. Yes, no, we shouldn't. I should stop at a mine to pick up some more raw resources, but we're actually really full on inventory. The reason why I need a tinker is so I can actually go and dismantle all of this gear and equipment that I've been picking up and is weighing me down. Because if I can dismantle it, then we can then gain extra raw materials for repairing armor, and also craft it into a bunch of new things. Okay, so if I go back to the... Nope, Derelict Tavern. I bought that, but I haven't actually figured out how to turn it into a functional tavern. So it's mostly just sitting there.
Might you be looking for work? Here is your reward.
Okay, so I technically have other quests if I want to. Yeah, pottery. We do have Idrian's crew, but I think we're just going to leave that. Wait. Did the Truffle Plaza pop back up again? No, it didn't. I'm so confused by that. There was a town there. They must have patched it out, is my general assumption. Yeah, you can return to the last village, but that's not helpful. Okay. I might as well stop by this mine as we go. Oh, I still am having some inventory space issues. But yeah, I think I can interact, yeah, with both of these. Yeah, because I've got a miner. And it's like a basic mining minigame. Oop. And unfortunately, I have to, like, click on the ring to get it to work. And it's heavy, but not heavy enough that it's going to stop me. And there's things that I can do if I absolutely have to. But namely, I just need to go get my tinker back. Alright, they're an experienced miner. Don't know what that does. And unfortunately, we are now overburdened. Wait. I think I'm just going to drop the carcasses. They're weighing me down. That's like 8 food, but that's 1 sausage. Had I eaten them before, I think we would have been in a good spot. But yeah, unfortunately, my fief is all the way on the other side of this. Doesn't take too long to get to, but it's still a walk. Okay, so now that we're back here, we can actually manage some things. So it looks like we've completed that mission. We get some more money. Let's see. We have a crossbow man. I haven't had one of those. The problem is recruiting any of these characters requires fief currency, which is a little rough. Might still be worth it, especially because it would get me access to a couple of things. Because yeah, I should get an archer. Let's see. I'd like to do this one. And what I could do is just hang out for a little while and not go too far. Get a bunch of money quickly, like, sends a ton of my guys off on missions for a moment. Yeah, the problem is 3 rests is a little expensive, but maybe it's fine. Let's take Biggs back, because they're our tinker. And that's been, well, kind of a complication for me. Okay, where is he? Biggs. Biggs. Please save us from this crafting hell that we're stuck in. Okay, so we actually don't have anything. Oh, because we're locked on sandstone. We can make a couple of ropes. And I can make a bunch of lockpicks. Actually, no, we leave that. Right. What I really needed him for was dismantling. Because you have all of this junk. Low-level gear that we don't need too much of. I think I'm going to get rid of the low-level armor, too. I don't think we need the iron-studded mace. Yeah, because we don't have that many characters that use it. Okay, is that all? Oh, we could get rid of the Raider's bow. It's not particularly good. Yeah. Dismantle those. That gets me a bunch of resources. Oh, I see. The axes require more. So now that I've done that, we can close out of this, go back into the fief, go into the forge. So assigned blacksmith earns experience during rest, generates a small amount of profession experience. So, yeah, I could actually dump my people off for a little bit and just hang out. Oh, right. We wanted to use the actual forge, though. That's so silly. Okay, so what can I make here that I haven't made before? So I haven't made one of these. And I know we're going to need it. I don't quite know what the deal is with the event. I think the better you pull that off, the more more powerful the thing is, or the more slots it gets. Hard to tell. Nope. Okay. Do I want to get a ghost mace? Probably. Because we want to forge each and every one of these things at least once. Too slow. There we go. Because it gives us a multitude of bonuses. Medium armor, light armor. I think I'm gonna skip that for a second. If I depart out, yeah, I definitely have enough knowledge now, so we can actually go into Anvil. Do I want to grab these? Probably. Because we only have so much gear and equipment that I can possibly make. And scaling, getting some better stuff wouldn't be bad. Okay. We can make a ghost cloak. Can't make the ghost spalder. Oh, because we need coal. Wait, hold up.
Ask me anything.
Cool.
This
I can buy all of
forge
it.
is yours as much as it is mine. I hope you'll be satisfied with my work, my lords.
Okay, so now that we have enough coal, we can go back. We can make... I'd like to make the ghost cloak, but we actually want to make the ghost spalder and breastplate. Because I don't have enough cloth. There we go. It has armor layers, which I actually haven't figured out yet what they do. So cloak is out, but we can still make the breastplate as well. Well, that didn't work as well as I want. Yeah, so it has less slots. It's still good, just not as many as I was hoping for. Okay. And then I can make some more, like, helmets and bar boots and whatnot. If I want to. Or we can exit and depart again. Let's see, did I get another knowledge point? Yes. Anvil. So helmets, journeyman set, but this requires things that I for sure do not have. Otherwise, I could just learn how to make the reinforced buckler, which isn't bad. Most of these are out. Yeah, because I don't have whatever that is. I don't know. Let's go for the reinforced buckler. Silly as that sounds, we need a couple of them. Got a lot of characters running around without shields. And I can actually make a number of these. I do notice the game still has this, like, hitching issue where it just freezes for a while. I've never been able to figure out, like, why that's happening. It must be loading something. Oh. But it can happen at weird times, like right in the middle of a crafting minigame, in combat when you're hitting an enemy, and so on and so forth. And that can get frustrating, at least for me. Do I want to make some helmets? Sure. I think we're about to run out of iron. But honestly, running out of iron is kind of good. The less iron we have, the better. Okay, yeah, its stats do go up a little bit, I think. If anything else, a hat. Sure, why not? Because a lot of my characters don't have anything. And if we're going to be going into a region that is... If we're going into a region with enemies that are vastly more powerful than me, I'm very much going to be putting myself in a bad position if my characters are all under-geared and under-equipped. Let's see. Take a look at the apothecary as well. Because I've actually never done this. And I probably should. Oh. We need stuff that we do not have. I can make medicine, which is good.
It's an honor to serve you, my lords.
Let's see. I have plenty of all of these things. Oh, these are bombs. So I need... Oh, I just need fish oil for those. So we can get that. They sell that.
It's an honor to serve you, my lords.
Guess I'll start trying to hoard that. Okay. Make an energy... Energizing oil. Okay, so there's no minigame for this one. I should probably use the oils. But I think for starters, let's just make a bunch of medicine, because we're going to need that. And luckily, using these things gets me the bottles back. Yeah, I'm just going to keep stacking medicine. Okay, we don't have enough blueprints for more. However, I think we do actually have a number. Yeah, because I've been buying these randomly as I walk around. Of course, I'm out of resources, but honestly, being out of resources is good. I've been overloaded on stuff for so long that not having much is great. Okay. Weapons, armor, and armor layering. Yeah, we still have way too much leather sitting around. But manageable.
It's an
we also have
honor
these random
to serve
trinkets
you,
I should
my
get rid
lords.
of. Oh, wool and cloth. We have trade goods. I wonder where we picked those up from. They're heavy, too. Oh, there was the one quest that required it, but no. I think we're good. Okay, so financially we're doing very well. Gear and equipment-wise, we're doing great. I guess the big one is, if I go to the Mercenary Inn, we can only send one, only one guy out. What do I need for this one? One axe and one dagger, I think. Because I'm not going to be using cavalry anytime soon. Gilroll is useful, but not, like, amazingly so. So I'm going to leave them behind. And send them on this mission. So it'll give us just as much of a bonus, but it actually gives us a positive relationship increase, which we need. Alright. And then we can leave. And there's really not much else for me to do management-wise. We're currently... Oh, we're not at positive. Right, because sending the mercenaries off plunked that down a little. Let's take a look at management all the same. Currently, we are at a +2 for happiness. And soon tax the people is going to end. Oh, which is actually great. And we can camp. Let's take a look at our gear and equipment and see where everybody's at. I tend to focus on putting gear and equipment on my favorites first. That's very good. And then he doesn't have a helmet, so we should definitely give it to him. I think she also wears heavy armor, and is, no, medium armor. And is using, oh my gosh, has she just been running around with a basic axe this entire time? Just schooling folks? That's honestly amazing. How did I not notice that? Well, now she just went from being very good to probably even better. Where's Rufus? I think he's wearing the Outlaw's layered armor. I already have one of those. We can get him a better spear at some point, but not now. Okay, what about Damwin? Better than what he's got. He's got a big boss weapon, so actually he's in a good position. I think Silbert can't wear most of this stuff. Yeah. They're kind of out of luck. So one thing is, I could potentially get rid of Lucilla with a ghost mace. Oh, he's got to be level 5 for it. Fair enough. What about Biggs, actually? Oh, Biggs for sure needs a better shield. Or, actually, I think I'm going to give them the claret. Or the... Yeah. Because he specifically gets points for hitting multiple enemies, so big sword makes way more sense. He's got a sword that normally just sets things on fire, and that's not great. Where the heck did... Oh, here's Wedge. Yeah, so Wedge could go up to the Ghost Mace. There we go. I think that's almost everybody. Barrian is almost fully equipped. I think they could use the Ghost Gladius. Rufus is maxed out. Hacker. Could use a hat. It's a dumb hat, but is a hat. Anything else? No, actually, it looks like we're in a pretty good spot. So let's go back to tinkering, dismantle. We're just going to get rid of all of these old things. There's the Gladius of the Eye. Does damage to enemies in the unit. If it hits multiple units, creates a fire under them. Fire is rough. Now I'm going to hold on to that one. I haven't looked into upgrading my equipment yet, but I don't know if I care for it. Maybe I'll keep a couple of them around. But these are all nothing. And not upgradable. Gets me some more materials, gets me some more resources, everything is looking good. And we are going to camp. Interesting, wages to pay. There we go. And rest. I don't know why we had 17. Oh, maybe it was because we picked Biggs back up. That's gotta be it. And now we can have a second lieutenant. Well, Biggs can be the other lieutenant. Yeah, because I don't think I'm taking Biggs out of the troop anytime soon. Alright. Became a mercenary, travel the world and slay bandits, not to break stones and cook all day. Oh, come on, what's with this group? Show off your skills. It's a bit of fatigue, we can live with it. I just don't want them picking up negative traits, that just sounds like a pain. Alright, so now we can come back in here. One assignment completed, we get some money. Let's take a look at management. Increase the selected population's numbers. Increases farmer population. Otherwise I can do this. Reduces my happiness but gets me a bunch of money. Doing it. Yeah, because the happiness seems to be doing fine. And now I have just enough money that I can upgrade my throne room. Okay, it says supplies available. What does this mean? Oh no, the amount of dwellings I have just went up too. But on the plus side, it means that if I can get enough resources, I can actually, if I get enough money, I can actually upgrade, like, the apothecary's office. Or this one, actually. Plus 300, worth it. Mission slot +1. Means if I go into the Mercenary Inn, we can possibly go on a second mission immediately. Doesn't seem to have improved most of them. But at least we can go get some money. Let's see. Hold up. I'm going to exit out of this. I might send her out, but we might as well make a boatload of bread beforehand. Just to make sure. Because I'm starting to run out of some resources. Oh boy, this video is going on too long, so it is time for me to end. But before I go, toss Berryan here. Make another mission. Attack a caravan. Alright, so in a couple of rests, we get a bunch of money for the Fief. Hopefully can use that to get some very necessary upgrades, because I think things are about to go badly for me. And we are desperately going to need to upgrade each and every one of these. Okay, Market Square needs to be level 2. Oh. So I can't even upgrade those. Oof. Yeah, because the problem is we have more population than we have production. Oh, but as soon as I upgrade any of these, we get 2 production slots, which doubles their effectiveness. And possibly does other things. Yeah, that's going to be extremely helpful. Well, for now at least, I think I'm going to leave us here. So, might as well mention at this point that Wartales is available on Steam. It is not the cheapest. To be honest, I think the base game is down to like $15 for the launch of this DLC, which is a very good thing. But the DLC itself ranges anywhere from $10 to $20 on their own. And so you kind of have to pick and choose unless you really want to commit. Yeah, I think total, possibly without the sale, or with the sale, it's like $80 for all the DLC. I think a lot of them are pretty skippable until you've played more of the game, but I would say the Fief DLC adds a decent amount of stuff, makes it easier to recruit characters, and gets you a lot of extra perks. I haven't seen a whole lot of the managing the Fief come back as pure gameplay benefits for me. Namely, I'm looking for stuff that would let me gain more resources and materials and whatnot, and currently we don't get any of that. It seems like most of the resources are either being fed into the Fief and not the reverse, or the Fief is just funding itself and nothing more. I do like it though. It kind of reminds me of all those like little kingdom management mobile games, but it actually feels like it has gameplay implications as opposed to being just a giant waste of time just to watch meters go up. Because here it actually feels like I'm doing something. I think the other complaint I have is I really don't like how isolated this place is. I think what I might try and do is punch through the bandit border crossing and check out this area, because Tiltron's kind of become extraordinarily boring and doesn't really have much going on. I mean, we still have a number of locations I need to complete, and so I should go back and hundo the area. But we need to go to new lands, and specifically new lands that are easy to reach from my Fief, and that's harder. I wish there was like a way to warp back, even if it costs like a rest or something while you do. I don't know. Anyway, for now at least, guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out, show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.